What is up, everybody? Welcome to the stream. How is everyone doing tonight? We have the great Points with Philip here with us. So everyone wish him a very welcome greeting. And
Thanks so much for having me.
of course. I don't really know how to start a live with someone else here, so we'll get in here. We'll see how everyone's doing here in a second. But yeah,
Absolutely.
it's like we already have Calder's in here.
Nice. Yeah,
Awesome.
everybody hit that like button if you are here. Please make sure to do that. We got to get
Yeah.
Tyler closer to being monetized, right?
It is what it is. I just like doing this. It's fun.
Yeah.
All right, Obsidian
It's fun to
Gang.
do it, but it's more fun to do it when you get paid a little bit.
Exactly. No, I totally agree. Cauldrons goes Obsidian Gang, not including myself because I was denied, but that was me for a minute, and then I saw
Yeah.
Philip on his live last night, his emergency live. I saw him
Yeah.
flash his Obsidian card. I was like, wait a minute,
There it is. Yeah.
wait a minute, you got off
It's
the
actually
blacklist.
I love the way it looks too. Like you can kind of see the roads on there. It's actually really cool layout. It looks really cool.
Did we ever figure out what streets those are?
It's in New York, I think. I think it
Okay.
actually might be Times Square, if I'm remembering correctly, because it's Houston Street, Bond Street, Lafayette Street. It actually might not be New York.
Hmm.
Second Avenue. I'll have to look that up. I'll have to
Yeah.
see.
Also, Points with Philip is going for a three-peat of Friday and Sunday streams. Yeah, because you have a stream tomorrow scheduled.
That's right, I do.
Sweet. What time is that at?
5 o'clock.
5 o'clock. Good deal. We got
It is
Chad
New
in
York
here. What
City.
is up? Yep, it is. Chad confirms it. What is up, Chad? How are you doing, man? Hope everyone's well.
Houston.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Exactly, Chad. Everybody has a weird little thing. When I was in Massachusetts, it's spelled Worcester, but it's pronounced Worcester, and or Worcester if you're feeling a little particularly Massachusetts. And so,
Wow.
yeah, everybody's a little bit differently. Around in Orlando, everybody calls it Kissimmee, but if you actually live here, it's Kissimmee.
Yeah,
So
it's Kissimmee. The
yeah.
only reason I know how to say it properly is the fact that my girlfriend's parents almost moved to Kissimmee, and then the pilots for the plane that I work on,
Okay.
the owner flies to Kissimmee a crap ton.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, so that's how I learned how to actually say Kissimmee.
There you go.
But yeah, Chad goes, I'm good, but Houston is where you get Soho and NoHo.
Houston is.
Yeah, Houston. I don't know,
it's
man. I don't
it's
think I'll ever be able to say that or hide
yeah.
that.
It's funny because that's how it is in DC. We have the Noma area, and it's just north of Massachusetts, which is how you get Noma. And
Mm.
it's kind of an interesting area, but it's a very small area. But like anything north of Massachusetts, actually, there's a lot of DC that is north of Massachusetts that's not part of Noma. So it's kind of a weird little thing. But yeah,
Hmm.
cities are fun.
Oh yeah, absolutely. All right, so let's talk about it. The main thing about this stream, I finally got approved for a BILT card, the BILT Obsidian Card, and
Nice.
I'm really excited about that.
Congratulations.
Oh, thanks, man. I originally applied for the Palladium back when they first launched it back in February sometime.
Yep.
I
Yeah.
can't remember exactly what the date was, but I originally applied for that and got the exact same conditions for not being approved as you did. Like too
Right.
many
Yeah.
recently opened accounts, too many bank accounts,
Yep.
something along those lines, a big spiel.
Mhm.
And it seemed to be a pretty blanket, I guess, sort of reason that they gave to a lot of people for not approving them on the
Yeah.
actual opening day. Um, so, I was a little bit disappointed about that. Figured that I was on some sort of blacklist because I didn't have BILT beforehand, and
Yeah.
also had a few inquiries that were fairly recently because I had just gotten the Atmos Descent card and also had gotten the Virgin card a little bit farther back as well. So I had two recent, inquiries on my account and two new accounts as well. So I, just kind of wrote it off in my mind. for a little bit because I wasn't really sure about how they were going to go about removing people from blacklist, approving people, and whatnot. And
Right.
then yesterday, your emergency stream, I was watching it.
Yep.
You timed it really well because we were doing cardio, and it's always really boring unless someone's streaming. That's why I'll always I'll message people sometimes. Do you know if anyone's streaming tonight or anything? So I have something to watch while I'm doing cardio. And yours came on at the perfect time. We had just started, and I was like, dude, this is amazing. Awesome. So
that's awesome.
I was watching your live stream, and you were talking about your strategies and whatnot. And I was in and out, and I brought your stream back up, and you were flashing your BILT Obsidian card. And I was like, what?
Yeah.
Wait. You got it? So I was really excited because I think me and you had at least similar velocity, maybe me a little bit higher.
Yeah.
But, at least similar velocity in terms of new credit cards, opened up in the past, or short term. So that gave me the idea because of the boost that we'll get into here in a little bit with the $200 BILT cash that you can do, and the actual value of BILT points. I really wanted a BILT card.
Yeah.
The past couple months, I've realized the value that Atmos gives you, and
oh yeah.
There's, I've talked about in the most recent video that I made the Hyatt devaluations.
Yes.
If you really think about it, comparing it to literally any other hotel brand, besides maybe I prefer sometimes, which that also got kind of nuked themselves with that. You really can't get value like that from any other hotel brand, and I still think that's going to be the case.
Yeah.
You'll still be able to get, I think, pretty consistently 2 cents per point.
I don't know if that's the case because right now, if you're looking at the lower end, like the Hyatt Places and things like that, it's a little bit closer to 1 cent per point right now. And if it gets worse, then that can be bad. But I think the thing that everyone was kind of upset about is for the longest time, Hyatt was one of those programs that was you could tell anybody, literally anybody that had credit card points, just transfer to Hyatt, you'll be fine. Yeah. And that's not necessarily the case anymore. And I think that's kind of all the collective freak out that we just did was just because it's no longer the no-brainer that it used to be. And so that means that, it's just going to be harder for just the regular people that are trying to get, value out of it.
Right. That's totally fair. Yeah. I didn't even really think about Now that I didn't really think about it, it just didn't occur to me the lower end, how you only get really 1 cent per point now and how that's even going to get worse. So we'll see stuff like, probably half a cent now if they really want to push it, which is going to
I think that's what everyone's afraid of, is if Hyatt becomes, 1 cent per point again, that would be really bad for a lot of people.
Yeah. But ultimately, there's a lot of upside to BILT points, and I ultimately just wanted a card that could actually earn them. Given how many transfer partners they had. So last night I applied for the BILT card and I got approved for the BILT Obsidian. Fairly small credit limit, but thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Round of applause.
Fairly small credit limit, but I don't ever really keep a balance on it anyway. I usually, treat like a debit card.
Yeah.
As soon as it posts, I usually always pay it, but yeah. I got approved. It's on its way now. Not on its way, but they're making it, and then they're going to have it on their way. So, yeah, I'm really excited about that. Super excited because ultimately a lot of the travel that I'm wanting to do or travel that I want to plan could drastically be improved by having a surplus of BILT points. So,
absolutely.
Ultimate driver behind getting the card and adding it's definitely going to be a staple in my setup, especially with that earning boosts and whatnot. I ended up selecting groceries as the 4% back or the 4x back, 3% on travel, and then it's going to be my new catch-all card, which used to be the Venture X, but I'll pretty much probably only use that at Costco if I'm not using the PayPal debit card at Costco, because right now I have it set to gas stations because of the gas prices right now. It's more of a peace of mind thing to know that I'm at least getting 5% off of the gas price that I'm paying. ultimately, I think I'd get more rewards from having it at Costco, and that's a mistake I won't make next month. But it was more of a peace of
Yeah.
mind thing. But
I
yeah,
got to ask you about that PayPal debit card while we're kind of touching on it a little bit. What do you think about the recent changes? Or have you been able to find any way to actually use PayPal at checkout?
not really. Every now and again, if there's say wherever I'm buying from, their actual like website is glitching, and I can't add my like my credit card like I want to. PayPal is always a good thing to fall back on because
Yeah.
I have it set up and I have all my cards linked to it, so it's a good way to fall back on. But I usually don't um, use PayPal for checkout. Now, what I'm not actually familiar with any of the changes that you
Oh,
mentioned. What
yeah.
are you?
So they announced, I'm not sure when the effective date is. It's that the PayPal cashback won't be actually redeemable to a checking account anymore. It's going to be basically redeemable, usable at checkout with PayPal, specifically, at least based on my understanding of it. So that could be kind of a pretty big nerf if you're not using PayPal at checkout.
Wow, is this effective immediately, or did they give some sort of effective
I'm not
date?
sure exactly. Let me double check on that.
All right, because if it's effective immediately, I'm going to be putting the pay because it's right here. I'm going to be putting this in my storage drawer right now
Yeah.
because
Right.
I never use PayPal.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Let's see. PayPal cashback
Yeah, that's
change.
gonna really suck.
Yeah. And that's kind of like one of the things that everyone's kind of freaking out about that is just because, there's that if that's what ends up happening, that's a huge, huge change.
Yeah. Background goes. I think it's August 1st when it takes place.
August 1st. Okay. All
Yeah.
right, yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, so like you have some time, right? So you can still win that game and clear it out, but
Yeah.
just make sure you clear it out before then.
That was another one of those things we just all knew is too good to be true.
Yeah.
It would eventually be nerfed. I just wasn't aware that they had announced something about it already.
hmm Yeah, and it's funny because I actually like I got the PayPal debit card. I just never use it because like the way my cash flow goes, pretty much all of my paychecks they go into a high yield savings account, and then whenever my credit card is due, like I always end up paying it, a couple days before, and so that's kind of how my cash flow works. And so taking money, putting it in a separate checking account ish, and then using that in advance, like it just doesn't really work with the rest of the way I do cash flow. And so I never
Right.
really kind of figured that out. And now I guess I never will. So there's that.
Yeah. I get it's a hurdle you won't have to jump over.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
it's better than not. Hilton. All right. Calder's goes Hilton Garden Inn and
That is a
DC.
bad one. I will tell you that is a bad one.
It is.
Uh, yeah, the hotels in that area aren't particularly good because there's only one metro line that serves that area, and it goes north south through there. And so you're only on the red line, which means you have to connect either at Metro Center or Union Station. Actually, no, Union Station is just on the red line. Sorry. And so it's just like it's difficult to get to. They can be weirdly expensive. And so it's just kind of a weird area, but yeah, no, that's
Right.
it's not a good one.
Right. I hear you. Background goes fire emoji. Glad the background's in here. Love that guy.
Yeah, he's
I know it's
awesome.
only a matter of time before he mentions Little Caesar. So I hate seasonal allergies. They make city devals, and the drama surrounding the whole built stuff will tame.
Yeah.
Seriously, I know it's only a matter of time before my allergies start acting up.
Oh
It's
yeah.
always in the fall time and the springtime. I get allergy sick for at least a week. No, I'm with her. I'm with
Yeah,
you,
we're getting
background.
oak all over the place right now down in Florida, and it's not fun.
Yeah, the pine trees around here are everywhere, and their
Yeah.
freaking blooms are all freaking
hmm
spread out and spreading the pollen. Sucks.
It does.
Calder's goes Costco Visa card has 5% cash back. Costco gas, 4% on the gas. If you shop there and don't mind getting the cash back as a Costco credit. Yeah, for so my boss actually, he's not like a big credit card guru, but one of the ones that he does rant and rave about because he's a big Costco fanatic is the Costco Visa because
Yep.
he shops there all the time. He's totally fine with getting his cash back, as Costco credit.
Hmm.
And he totally goes for it. And if that's just that's all you really care about getting from your cash back, there you go. There it is.
Yeah. I
There
mean,
you
if you're
go.
team cash back, like, 5% cash back is a lot, right? But if you
Yeah,
want your cash back now, it's your money and you need it now. Just get the Robinhood card.
there you go. But yeah, I totally see where you're coming from though. If you don't mind that, yeah, I think the Costco Visa card is a great,
Yeah.
at least gas card for a lot of people.
Hmm.
Quarters goes, can use it then. Use it then. So yeah, talking about the PayPal thing.
Yeah.
The Venmo credit card is my 3% Costco play.
Venmo credit card's pretty good.
I haven't actually looked at all at the Venmo credit card. I've heard that it exists. I haven't looked into it at all.
I got it just for the sign up. Yeah, give me a second. I'll pull it out. I got it just for the sign up bonus. I think it's 2 years ago now. And it was one of those things where it was actually, I think it was more of an emotional decision because I just got denied for another city card. And I was like, you know what? I want to win. So we're going to go ahead and get the Venmo.
Wow.
So it has a QR code, and that if someone scans that, you can actually send me money, which is solid.
Which would be doing me a solid. So
exactly right, yeah. And so it's kind of a cool card. It's 3% on your biggest category, 2% on your second biggest category, and then 1% back on everything else.
Mm-hmm.
And you can kind of plan it, but the problem is like, would a 2% cash back card on everything beat that, right? Yeah, Calder's. I got it. I think it was $250 after spending $1,000 in a month or two, I think. But yeah, so it was actually just it popped up in my app and gave me a little sign up bonus. I was like, yeah, sure, why not? And then they literally approved me. I think it's like, yeah, $10,000 credit limit or something like that.
yeah.
But the only thing that's kind of weird is Synchrony is they do that $1.99 statement fee, and you have to specifically opt in or opt out of like paper statements. So it's like if you don't do anything, you're getting that $1.99 charge every month. It's kind of crazy.
It's so interesting because there's like no one else that does that.
No, yeah.
Whatever,
Well, actually, no. My local credit union started doing that, and I've got to talk to somebody about it because
really?
I'm upset. But yeah, like no, that's Bush League.
Yeah, it's an incentive though, I guess. Which I mean,
Yeah.
it works. My mom's in here. She said, "Yo."
Hi, Mom.
Background goes hot take, but I feel like the PayPal debit card was overhyped. It feels like many people from Team Travel suddenly fell in love with it out of the blue. I am a victim. I'll take full responsibility. I'm a victim. I'm full team Travel, but as soon as I found out that I could get 5% cash back at Costco, I immediately was like, yeah, I'm gonna use that now.
You know the inside baseball on that, right?
No, I don't. What is the inside?
They started offering really great referral bonuses, unlimited referral bonuses on it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh. I didn't know that.
I never got any, but that's the only reason I did a video on it.
Huh. Damn. I did not know that. I didn't know the inside baseball.
Yeah.
On that one. Damn. Background, not having a hard pull, and so it was the feature. That's true also with the PayPal debit. You have that, insane credit card like cashback without having the actual hard pull, which was pretty nice. But
it's also a feature of the Target debit card, which my wife has. So
what does that earn?
It's 5%. Yeah.
At Target only?
At Target, yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. I was about to say 5% everywhere.
That would be nice. Yeah. We'll just do that.
Exactly. Didn't know points with Philip was on Team JG Wentworth. 877 cash now.
Yep. I have a structured settlement.
And I need cash now.
There you go.
Funny.
I know, right?
All right. Calder's makes sense. Loki felt like it was a fever dream, though, because for how much team travel, 11 points avoid TV. Those considerations seem really minor in the grand scheme of things. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess, but
I've had 2 redemptions recently where I've started to learn, okay, maybe Uncle Luke's right about more than just, Adam's kids, right? So I did a couple of redemptions. One was for United, and I had a couple of options where I could either do my built points to United or Chase to United. So since I don't actually have a United credit card, those point redemptions were going to be really close to 1 cent per point, and I didn't really want to waste my Chase or my built points for that. So what I ended up actually doing is cashing out my Amex points at 1 cent per point, and so it was 60,000 points for the trip I was trying to book with United, and which is how many points I would have had to do with Chase, except I was able to use my Amex Dash, which I have more of, and
Right.
so that was pretty much 1 to 1. So I was like, well, okay, that's strike one for points and
Mhm.
miles, right?
Yeah.
Strike two is I was doing a stay at a Hampton Inn in Gainesville, Virginia,
Yeah.
and I was booking it, and we had to get 2 rooms for 3 nights, and it was going to be either about $1,000 or 100,000 Amex points. And I was like, well, if we're going to do it anyway, I'm just going to pay cash for the trip, get the 34 points per dollar on my, Aspire card, and then I'll just cash out the points and reimburse myself. And so that's kind of, I've had two pretty significant redemptions all on one trip, actually. And it seemed like cashback actually would have won the game. So if I have to reconfigure, but if regardless of whether or not I use the gold card or the Robinhood gold card, right? The
Yeah.
end result was the same for that spend. And so cashback may not be the worst thing in the world for points and miles. Just depending on where the game is right now, honestly.
Right. And it kind of makes me think back to the times when, you could stack welcome bonuses and, constantly have something to work
Yeah.
towards. How back, a lot of people, would have their main earning set up as cashback, but would always have some sort of welcome bonus working towards.
Yeah.
And that's how they would get points instead of, earning them with spend, they have cash back instead with their spend and they get all their points from their welcome bonuses. I feel like a lot of people may still be trying to do something like that, but
Hmm.
yeah, I don't think
Yeah.
cashback is as I've continued to be, involved with this, I guess you could call it more of a hobby than anything.
Yeah.
Um, I've realized that, it's if you can get the best of both worlds, that's really how you win.
Oh,
It,
yeah.
it's like loyalty to anything. Like with
Hmm.
brand loyalty, every brand's going to do something a little bit better. Like
Yeah. Right.
I guess one thing that I can kind of make an analogy with is like tools. Milwaukee has really good power tools. Snap-on has really good hand tools. That's sort of
Yeah.
the really good combo. And if you're loyal to one brand, you're gonna suffer in some sort of aspect about it
Hmm.
because one place can't do it all well because if they did, everyone would just have it.
Yep.
So I think that cashback and travel miles, if you can do it correctly and earn both for your like with how you earn and how you spend, I think that is probably the best way to actually you know earn from whatever spend that you're doing and make it out good in this whole game that we play.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. The travel cards are going to have the better sign up bonuses, hands down. But as far as for spend, maybe cash back actually works, or at least a little bit of cash back.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Awesome. Well, did you have anything that you wanted to talk about, Philip, specifically? Any topics that you wanted
Yeah.
to bring up?
Yeah, definitely. Let's see, where do I want to go with it? Yeah, so we are actually kind of in the middle of an interesting little redemption. So my family and I were going with another family to Edinburgh, Scotland in November. And so part of it is we're actually going to spend, I think, 4 nights in the Isle of Skye. And
Yeah,
we decided because there's two families and we're trying to make this work, we're going to be either with Verbo or Airbnb or something like that, right? So we want to get
right.
a house, and we have a couple of really solid options. But what I noticed is, first of all, I have the one key card from Wells Fargo, and that means that I have about $380 in Verbo, one key cash that I can use towards this booking. And so we actually started looking into that, and I was thinking about it. Okay, so if I make this booking, it's like $2,000, save 380, and then for the rest of it, what do I do with that spend, right? So if I use the one key card, I get 3% cash back that I can use towards a future booking,
Right.
or I can use a different card. Like I can use the BILT card
Yeah.
and I can get that 3x back on travel. So
I
I
mean,
think
I guess the question would be how frequently in the future do you see yourself using like Verbo?
exactly, right. And the
Yeah.
answer is not very much, right? I think we actually did learn last summer during our travel that sometimes those vacation rental apps, they do have the better option, right? So my
Right.
wife and I, we went to Hershey, Pennsylvania this past summer, and we were staying at a Hampton Inn. And when I tell you that this was the worst Hampton Inn I've ever set foot in, I am not joking or being like ridiculously like obtuse here. Like
Right.
it literally, like, we went through three different rooms. They gave us one room. It smelled like a dog. And like there was like the towels that were hung up that were fresh were like had brown stains on them and stuff. And I was like, okay, we're gonna get a different room. And then that was still the same thing. And then so they were like, okay, we're gonna give you a good room now. I was like, oh, okay,
Ooh,
we're gonna get a good room. And
ready to be
so
wowed.
yeah, so they put us on the second floor this time, and we get to the elevator, and someone had ripped out the control panel to the elevator. And so that was fun. Then we finally actually end up getting the stairs with all of our suitcases up to the second floor. I know it's not that bad. And then we open the hallway, and there's three lights hanging by the wires out of like the recessed lighting socket. Like just the lights are just hanging out there with the wires there. And I was like, this is not
Dude,
looking
what
good.
the
This
hell?
is not looking good. So we get to the room, and then we start packing out our things, and there seems to be these little black spots that jump a little bit. And so we went ahead and immediately started packing up, and we
Oh,
left, and we're like, just cancel the reservation. We're not doing this. So yeah, so that was what we did. And so here's the thing, like, so we were there in the summer at a town that it has, tourism, right? And so if we had gone to the Marriott down the street, which was a lot newer. I should have done that to begin with, but
right.
it was like something crazy. It was like $400 a night. I was like, no way. So we ended up actually getting an Airbnb, and it was a dual level, one bedroom. So the bedroom was on the second level, and the living room was in the first level. And that really was just a better option because we had kind of a little kitchen there. There was a nice little outdoor area. There was a hot
Right.
tub because it was an Airbnb, and apparently every Airbnb has to have a hot tub by like
Absolutely.
contractual. Yeah. And so like it was a nice place to stay. And Jen had a couple of business meetings she had to go to, and so like I was just hanging out around the house. I got a chance to actually record some videos from the living room that we were in there, and so like
Yeah.
it was a better stay,
Mhm.
and we did have to pay for it out of pocket, but didn't get to use any points for it because Airbnb just doesn't have a credit card program yet. But maybe they should be a transfer partner of BILT.
I don't that I wonder how that would go, honestly.
Yeah.
An Airbnb sort of like points program, credit card,
Like if it was like
something like that.
Airbnb, like a BILT point was like 2 Airbnb cents or something, like that might be
Right.
worth it. I don't know. It definitely wouldn't be worth it at 1 cent. But
Absolutely not. No. But
yeah,
if that'd be hey, we may need to email someone with this idea.
right. Hey, Dan at built.com. Let's
Hey,
go.
exactly.
Yeah.
Dude, I actually have a horror story from one of our stays at a
Oh
hotel.
no.
I can't remember exactly what kind of hotel it was. Actually, if I go on Google Maps, I can actually find it because I remember exactly where it was. It was in Connecticut, and
Okay.
I
That's
don't know
already a
if you.
strike against it.
I was about to say I don't know if you've ever been to Connecticut.
Just driving through.
That was
The Connecticut Parkway is actually really beautiful.
that was it was probably the least hospitable state I've ever been to.
Oh no.
It may just be a culture thing. It may just be what I'm not used to, but I feel like everyone was just out to get me.
Oh yeah.
Maybe not out to get me, but God, they were not there to show me a good time. It was not fun for me. I'm currently
Southern
looking
boy went up
for
north.
that's exactly what it was, and was
Yeah.
taken aback by the there's no southern hospitality here.
Yeah.
It was
It's weird. So up in the north, like they're a little bit more abrasive, but
yeah.
they're pretty cool.
Yeah, I again, that's why I kind of like specified that it was probably just a culture thing. It was probably
Could
me.
be.
It was
Yeah.
just what I'm not used to, which is totally fine. That's a me problem at that point.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm still trying to find this. It wasn't a red. Let me consult my travel partner who's sitting across from me. Do you remember what kind of
Absolutely.
hotel that we stayed in when we were in Connecticut that was really bad, and we ended up leaving and sleeping at the rest stop? Do you remember which one that was?
You
Remember what
slept at the
hotel?
rest stop. Wow.
Yeah, because we couldn't find a hotel that was like decently priced in that
Oh
time.
yeah.
Yeah, no, the one with the family in the parking lot. No, not that one. It was when we did the New England trip. So we were driving, and the Taco Bell was right next to it. Maybe that's how I can find it. Let me find this Taco Bell. The reason I want to find it so bad is because it was a bigger chain.
Mm-hmm.
It was a bigger chain. It wasn't. It
Like,
wasn't
was it a
too
Hilton
small.
Garden Inn?
It was a. What is this? It was a Hampton Inn.
Ah,
It
yeah.
was a Hampton Inn. It was the worst ever I had ever experienced. And my worst ever is not as bad as the thing that you just told me. But it was
pretty bad though.
It was
Yeah.
okay. So we got there, right? And first of all, it's totally packed in the lobby, and it immediately smelled like smoke. You walk up actually to the front doors. They open. You get hit with the smell of marijuana immediately.
Oh no,
Cigarette
yeah.
smoke, marijuana. It's all there mixed together. Kind of smells like every music festival. Background balloon can back me up on that one. But we walk in and we wait in line for like 30 minutes to actually talk to the front desk lady. We get checked in, and there is probably about 20 people, 20 total people just scattered around the parking lot, just in groups, canoodling, and they look like they're up to no good.
Mm-hmm.
They're all like standing against stuff, just like watching everything. I'm like, this is so weird. This is not good. And so we actually walk in, we go into our room, and the air is heavy. The air is heavy.
Wow.
It's like I put a 20-pound jacket on.
Wow.
And it was dense.
Okay.
And it did not smell good. Again, cigarette smoke.
Right.
And so, okay, this is gross. And so we get to around the middle part between the two beds. The carpet looks like a tiger attacked it. And one of the lamps doesn't work and has a big stain going down it. It's like, how do you get a stain on the lamp?
Yeah.
How do you do it? And then we go to pull back the actual sheets because we're like, okay, this is not promising. Let's check these beds. Little yellow stains, little brown stains, cigarette burns, hairs, and two per each bed of the thinnest pillows you had ever seen. And then
that's almost the worst part.
Yes, it's almost the worst part. And then we ended up we were sitting there pretty much contemplating life choices, trying to figure out if we were going to stay or not.
Yeah.
So I pull out the desk chair to set up my laptop to start looking around for other places to go. And I pull the chair back. You know where, people sit in the middle, usually where someone's, between someone's butt cheeks would be.
Yep.
Brown as well. It's like, man, God, someone just came in here and pooped and peed. They never heard of the bathroom. Oh, and then the bathroom had a towel in it. A towel
okay.
And a hand towel.
There you go.
It was vastly under-equipped. Yeah.
Got to play rock, paper, scissors for the hand towel. Who gets the hand towel?
No, I mean, that was the option that we tried to go to after. We were like, no, screw that. Yeah, that was the same night. And then, so we left that hotel, and my girlfriend actually just reminded me of what we experienced after that. So after that, we went to this little motel about 5 exits down. It was about an hour down the street. So not 5 exits. What am I talking about? About an hour down the highway.
Yeah.
And it's this little motel, and I go in. And there, first of all, glass between me and the actual clerk.
Yep.
you slide your ID and your card up under it.
Yep.
And he is just blabbering on about how you're not 21. I can't be having no young kids coming up in here doing some weird stuff. Basically just accusing me of doing weird things. I'm like, dude, it's like midnight now. I'm trying to find somewhere to stay. And it was just a horrible experience. So we ended up going from there. We found this rest stop about another hour down the road that we stayed at, and we slept in the car. We slept in the car. It was pretty crappy sleep. I will admit that it was pretty crappy sleep.
Yeah.
And it was actually made even worse because that was the day I found out that you can't go between terminals after security at JFK.
Oh yeah.
And we had the Venture X already, so we were about that was the light at the end of our tunnel.
Yep.
Was getting some breakfast and being able to relax a little bit for our flight at JFK. And then, because I even looked it up, and I don't know what the hell I saw, but it was like, yeah, you can go between terminals airside. And then we get there and we can't. So that really pissed me off, made everything so much worse. And then I was like, what? Screw it. Once we were in the terminal, I was like, we need to pick me up. This can't be how this goes. So we go to Dunkin', right?
Nice.
Have the worst Dunkin' we've both ever had.
Whoa, in New England. Well, not New England, New York, but yeah.
Yeah, New York. It was bad.
Wow.
It was bad, and we tried to complain about it. We were like, "Hey, can you guys remake this?" And they're like, "No, we can't. We won't actually. We can.
That's wild.
We just won't."
Yeah.
I was like, "Okay, cool. This trip is just not great. This is not a good travel day."
That's crazy. Wow.
Luckily, with that flight, we had a layover in DFW. So we both went to the Capital One Lounge. That made it all better. That put a Band-Aid on the boo-boo.
There you go.
Thank God. But yeah, that was a bit of a horror story travel day kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
So let's see what background has to say, bro. When a rest stop is better than an actual hotel, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That Taco Bell was probably the red flag. I bet it would have been better if it was a Little Caesars. God, I should have seen it coming. There he goes. He mentioned Little Caesars. I called it earlier. It was only a matter of time. It's too funny. Literally aftershock and as a Californian who partakes in California legal grass, those festivals take it to the next level. RFE anyone who has asthma. No, seriously. Actually, it's bad because you either have alcohol breath and it coming off of people because everyone's sweating and it goes through their pores, or you have cigarette smoke, or you have marijuana. That is all those smell like. So yeah, background's backing me up with it. Calder goes, background, need to bring that crap machine around just to get some decent air.
That's a CPAP machine. That's what old people use to breathe.
Yeah, over their nose. Yeah, CPAP machine. You can't go between terminals after security either. Gosh, man.
Interesting.
I guess I've been spoiled by Atlanta and our plane train.
Yeah,
totally.
Yeah. But honestly, Atlanta, like it is decently laid out. Like you can get to anywhere reasonably quickly.
Absolutely. I guess that's why I was so spoiled with it because I thought that was just really common, but I guess not.
No, Dulles is even bad too because if you to get to some gate, you have to go to those like it's not even like trains. It's like they have a giant like lift. And it's just a big bus, but it's like a square bus, and they have to drive you like across the tarmac into like the area. It's terrible.
Jeez, I remember. I think it was LAX. Our plane landed at some terminal that we had to get bendy bus transportation to the actual main terminal. That was pretty interesting. I didn't expect that when I came into LAX.
Yeah.
Chad goes. LGA. I was able to walk through the terminals just fine after security at Phoenix.
See, Chad, he flies enough that the airports they like make hallways just for Chad.
Right, only Chad can see. It's like Hogwarts.
Yeah.
You just walk through. He just gets there, man. We don't know how. Quarters. Even the military doesn't have enough air filtering equipment for that. The military got to deal with chemical weapons. Exactly. No, you can't. It's probably stays there for weeks after the festival leaves.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Then you have the cocktail of alcohol breath, cigarette, weed smoke, and that one person who leaves prosthetic boobs in a porta potty. Wow, really? That's so funny. Wow. Prosthetic boobs in a porta potty. I'm totally not even surprised with the kind of things that happen.
There you go.
Chat goes, yeah, I've been to that terminal in LAX. Yeah. That was my first time experiencing that though, so I was taken aback.
Yeah.
I was taken aback.
Taken aback.
All right. So I had some travel that I was wanting to talk about, and I wanted to talk about it openly to see if maybe you had any pointers.
Sure.
So I have a lot of Virgin Red points, and I'm trying to get to Europe. There's a few destinations that we're looking at, but I'm getting totally railed with these fees.
Yeah.
The fees to fly into London are horrible.
Yep.
And I'm trying to, figure out, premium economy or maybe like, first class on Virgin.
Mm-hmm.
But those fees really take me out. So I was wondering if you had any, backdoor, methods to actually getting decent Virgin redemptions without huge fees, maybe, flying with, booking through Virgin, flying Delta kind of thing.
Every once in a while, you can, if you book out far enough in advance, you can use Virgin points to book an Air France flight into Paris, and then you can just book a flight from Paris into London if you're trying to get to London. But yeah, that is really difficult to get into. The only thing I would say, because you're trying to use explicitly just the Virgin points, right?
Yeah, pretty much, because that's what I built up, and I learn as I go. Really, this whole thing's a learning experience for me. I got a lot of Virgin points and didn't realize the fees. So I go to look and I'm like, okay, cool. 16,500 points for a premium economy seat. Hell yeah, sign me up. Oh, $300 in fees. I'm like, dude, oh my God. So it really was pretty discouraging, but there's so much knowledge with everyone here, and including you, with how to redeem
and Calder's in chat actually has some really solid options. So yeah, Calder's Manchester is if you don't know, it's a couple hours drive northeast or northwestish of London, and so I actually ended up taking that on the way out. So our last trip, we were in Paris, we flew up to Manchester, and then we stayed there overnight, and then we flew from Manchester to, I want to say, actually, yeah, into Orlando, business class tickets, and I think it was like I want to say like $350 a person in taxes and fees. But if we took that same flight from London, it was going to be, I think, closer to like $600. And so you do save a little bit of fees flying into and out of Manchester. And so one of the great things, though, is like a lot of those European providers, they do service Manchester, so you can get from Manchester into other parts of Europe. So that's definitely an option, Calder's. But yeah, Chad, also, you can use Virgin to book Delta One and took the train into London. Yeah, the Eurostar is amazing. Honestly, it's really great. And if you pay a little bit more, which I don't know what your budget is, but we have gone twice, and both times we did the mid-grade service. So you get the first class seats, so it's nice and wide. It's 1 and 2 instead of 2 and 2, and you also get sit-down meals that delivered to your seat and everything. It's cold meals, but it's still something. Right. And those have been really good. But if you actually end up getting the business class tickets, and if you book far enough in advance, they're not too terrible. You get priority security, like you get your own security line, which is nice. But then you also get lounge access at the Eurostar stations. So that was kind of cool. Yeah.
Dang. Okay. Wow. I'm just flooded with all this knowledge. This is great. Awesome.
Yeah. Right.
So yeah, I've taken a look at some of the flights to Manchester as well. I've taken a look at Dublin, pretty much every major, serviceable by major airlines. Airport in London or Ireland. What's the other one? It's not London Heathrow. I think it's
so there's Gatwick,
LYI or something.
There's London City and there's Gatwick.
London City is the one that I'm thinking about. I also checked there, and I was still having. It's probably just the time that I'm booking. I'm 2 to 3 months out with, on Seats.arrow, I do plus or minus 14 days.
Oh yeah.
So I'm just trying to, look around and see what's possible, because that's
Hmm.
ultimately what the goal was with those points, was to get to Europe,
Right.
or, England, the UK, that area was with those
Hmm.
points, and those fees kind of were a curveball. So I was wondering if anyone really had any get arounds, but that's good. I'll take all this into consideration. I'll
Yeah.
search again.
And one thing too to consider, and this is another reason why some cashback can be helpful, right?
Yeah.
So I was talking with, I think John R was talking about I want to say it was a Delta Premium Economy seat that he got. I think it was like maybe 60 or 70,000 points that he was proud of that redemption for. And so I was thinking, okay, so if we take a look at booking the Virgin points, right? So let's book the premium economy seat at, let's say, I think I'm able to find it for like 15,000 or so. How much were you able to find it for?
What was it?
The Virgin premium economy seat? How many points?
It was 16,500.
Okay, so 16,000 points, 16,500. Let's say, and how much were the fees for that?
I can actually pull up the exact one right now, if we can give
Yeah,
me.
sure.
I actually still have it pulled up on my Seats.arrow. Is the last thing I searched. Wow, interestingly enough, I'm finding even better ones. But the
Nice.
fees for across all of them are $235.
Okay. So if you take a look at, let's say that if we have, city points or chase points that we can, something that we can cash out at one Zipper
Right.
point, right? If we do that and we get the 200 in let's say $200 in reimbursement, right? To work towards that,
Yeah.
that's still 20,000 plus 16,000 points, which is what, 36,000 points. So that's
Yeah.
still ridiculously cheaper point wise than if you booked that Delta flight, right?
Right.
Because even if you got the Delta Saver fare, that's still going to be double the point cost.
Yeah.
If you're using those Delta miles. So,
Yeah.
it's definitely something. One of the reasons why I think the being able to do cashback with points kind of works is that Virgin particular situation with the premium economy seat is just such a good deal point wise that it makes sense to do that.
Right. Because there's really no other way that you're getting to Europe with that.
With Yeah, but I mean, unless you're able to find the Delta flight.
Yeah. Calder
Yeah,
brings it up, kind of sums it up pretty much. Unless you can find that, there's really no better deal out there to actually get there. So taking the hit on the fees is sort of a,
right.
2 steps forward, 1 step back kind of thing.
Yeah, and especially because we're having to worry about only using Virgin points at this point, right?
Right.
Yeah, I would say that. Service has an interesting question.
Yeah. Is premium economy ever a good deal compared to normal economy? So I've asked you specifically this question before. How was
Yeah,
premium economy on Virgin? I think it was my last live. You commented about it, where I asked you in a comment in one of your lives and you answered. But yeah, I actually don't have any experience comparing that I could compare the two, but I know you do. So
yeah.
what you got?
All right, so premium economy, right? It is domestic first class seat, right? So you're getting the wide seat, you're getting that extra recline, you're getting the footrest, you're getting more foot room, right? It's just a better seat, right? And so it's more expensive, first of all, right? So like if I paid for, sorry, round trip ticket to like not the premium economy, but the comfort plus version,
Right.
right? I think it was like I did a round trip ticket where I paid $1,000 and it was $1,000 to upgrade to premium economy. So is it
Yeah.
worth $2,000 as a round trip? Who knows, right? But in addition to the bigger seat, you also get access to, they bring you, better meals, right? So it's not what you get in economy, right? But it's not
Yeah.
what you get in upper class either, but it's really kind of in between. It's really nice. You get multiple
Right.
courses. You do get free unlimited alcohol, which is nice. Do get access to the Wonder Wall. And if no one's looking, you can go into the upper class bathroom, which is a little bit bigger, a little bit nicer amenities. So,
Hmm. Some
I
premium
would,
economies I've heard actually have their own bathrooms sometimes.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Air France is really big on that. Like it's like
Yeah.
they have a separate cabin that's just premium economy, and so
Hmm.
that is kind of a big deal. But yeah, so for me, premium economy will always be worth the point price or even the cash price.
Right. Awesome. Yeah. And really thinking about it here, once I get the Obsidian card in, this right now it's, well, what is it with the, yeah, with the boost it's 3x on travel, right? With the boost.
Yeah.
So I'll probably, it's all kind of put it into perspective for me. I'll probably
Hmm.
end up doing one of those, I found it just now for 10,500 for premium
Wow,
economy seat on
that's
Virgin.
amazing. Yeah.
In May, May 2nd. So late April, or am I getting my dates wrong? January, February, March, April. No, yeah, April. Sorry,
Yeah.
April
No.
or early May. You got those flights that are for 10,500 points,
Hmm.
and the 235. So I may probably just end up booking something like that, taking the hit with
Yeah.
those fees, putting it on the Obsidian card, and earning 3x on as a travel
Hmm.
sort of purchase.
So I
And
was looking
hopefully,
at random dates for JFK to Charles de Gaulle on Virgin, and in February, next February, it's not premium cabin, but for main cabin you can get it's 37,000 Virgin points and $6 in taxes and fees. It's actually on Delta Metal, which is why. Um, so it is more in points, right? In its
right.
economy.
Hmm.
But if you are worried about that, the taxes and fees, now
Right.
would I pay $200 to avoid economy? Absolutely.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah, that's yeah, I think that's probably what I'll end up doing. Just buying the bullet, because it is a trip that we wanted to do. It was our big goal for this year, was to do
Yeah,
some sort of UK trip. So I think that's
that
probably
is
what I'll
nice.
end up
Yeah,
doing.
it's amazing when you can do that.
Yeah. We have Spencer Johnson official in here. This is such a
Hey,
great honor, honestly. Just
welcome,
wanted to pop
Spencer.
in, say hi. Hope the stream's going well. It is, Spencer. We're having a great time, me and Philip here, and everyone in the chat. It's been great. It really has been. It's been awesome.
Interesting. I just found one that was from JFK to Charles de Gaulle. Now it's a change, but it's with SAS and it's economy for 27,000 points and $26 in taxes and fees.
Yes, I found this, and God, where does it connect through?
Let's see. It
The
says the
Netherlands or
change here,
something.
Copenhagen.
Yeah, okay. See, I found some of those. I think it was last night I was looking. Yeah, I found some of those
Yeah,
that fly on SAS, because I was trying to, find low fees. And what is it,
right.
$33 in fees? Or
Yeah.
is it five,
It's
6?
it's own 27 for me. But maybe there's something up also on top of that. But
Oh, okay. But yeah, I found some of those as well. So I guess that's another, sort of sweet spot that you can find and use your points to, actually book through Virgin, fly on another airline. God, I love airline
exactly.
alliances. It's like the greatest thing since sliced bread to me,
It is.
honestly.
It really is.
And it sort of gives into the gamification of all of it, but it's sort of, you feel a sense of accomplishment whenever you can take advantage of a more complex part of this, with the airline
Mhm.
alliances. It's a cool feeling. So
It
that
really
adds to it
is.
for sure.
It really is. And if you take a look at Point Hound, so even the free version of Point Hound
Mhm.
does search Virgin availability pretty well. And so you can find dates with like there's one, say Tuesday, January 5th. You can find a nonstop from JFK to London for 10,500 points and $236 in fees. Um,
Wow. Okay.
yeah,
That's not bad.
like I actually do I have the ability to share my screen? Let me see if I can do that.
I think I gave you pretty much all the abilities here. Let me know if you
Okay.
can't, and I'll go through and
All right, it should be in there. I think you just have to add it. Yeah, there we go.
there
All
you go.
right, so this is Point Hound, and what I've done is I've went to search for flights, went to the top flight deals, and then here I'm able to search from multiple airports. So I'm searching from MCO, Atlanta, JFK, and Miami, and destinations are London Heathrow, Manchester, or Paris. And I've searched from November 2026 through March 2027. And so basically what this is it's basically searching everything, but it's going to show you Virgin points for premium economy just because that's where the cheapest is going to be. But you can pretty much just choose your date. It looks like for some reason early January is really easy. November 10th is actually has some availability to Manchester. But yeah, so pretty much you can narrow it down. When were you guys wanting to fly?
Um, we have a cruise set up for June.
Okay,
I'm gonna need some time off as it's all sort of centered around what I can get off from work. So I'm kind of
gotcha.
spacing it out. Maybe one trip, if we have to have it in consecutive months, maybe one thing per month. So we were thinking either May, July, August. Yeah, pretty much in that time. So nothing in June. July's
Okay,
fine. May's fine. August is a little bit too soon. And then maybe a little bit in September.
okay. So yeah, so we're seeing July's 12th, 16,500. Seeing May 3rd, 16,000.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a decent amount here.
Oh yeah. Shoot, man, I didn't even know about. I did know about Point Hound. I just didn't realize how sort of user friendly it is.
It's
Looks
really
pretty
easy.
nice.
Yeah, and Virgin's like searchable stuff is really bad.
Yeah, I know. It's honestly just horrid.
Yeah, and they really do kind of. Oh, this is nice too because there's more than 9 seats left at this one. So if you're wanting to bring a group of people, it's going to be expensive, but you can you can do it.
Right.
Now the thing that sucks though is with Virgin, if you flip it, it gets a little bit more expensive. So if we just go
Yeah.
ahead and flip this, the tax and fees can be a little bit more expensive, right? So we're looking at from LHR to New York. It's 10,500 points, but it's 408 Great British pounds, which is what, like $500 or $600?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
They're more American dollars for less British pounds. It's something I don't know
Yeah.
exact conversions, but it's something that I learned from getting absolutely smacked in the face with all these fees.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, that it does suck. Let me see if I can actually change this to, let's see, London. Because if they make it easy to find the Delta stuff, that would be really nice. I'm just going to keep JFK because for some reason it's really easy to find London to JFK award availability. Let's see. I gotta log in again. Nobody take my email.
Damn, I should have hit it while you did that. I didn't even know it would pop up.
All right. Yeah. So we're looking at these are all with Virgin. Okay. Here we go. We got some partner airlines. Yeah, it's not that saving that much. So if we do the economy, you can do this direct flight, but it's main cabin, 15,000 points in 199 pounds, and that's down from 244. So that's still not saving that much.
Yeah.
But even if you book it with Delta, there's still a decent amount of even if you book it with Delta, like you're still spending some decent cost here. And that's actually why when we last did our trip, we flew back from Paris to New York, just because that was a little bit easier than flying back from there. Another thing you can do too is fly into Ireland, like do a short trip into Ireland and then fly from there. There's also Iceland Air is good. I think they fly out of Gatwick and then they fly into Keflavik, and then you can fly into a couple different airports in the United States from there.
Okay. Huh.
But again, if you're trying to use Virgin points, then
good luck.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been trying to get somewhere. I think I mentioned it in, I can't remember when. I think it was the last live stream I was on with you. But the problem with my Delta Gold card with the whole welcome bonus thing, how I was approved for the card with the 90,000 point welcome bonus, but I didn't defer it, but I just didn't accept it until a few days later in the email that actually said, "Are you forgetting something?" And then I accepted it in the email, and I went to check on my actual status for the welcome bonus because I didn't really see it in the app. And they're like, "Oh, you're not eligible for it." And I'm like, "Okay, well, you said I was."
Yeah.
So I actually called American Express the other day, and I told them the whole story, and they're like, "Yeah, well, you said you were actually not it said you're actually not eligible for the welcome bonus. And I was like, I think you misunderstand me. When I applied for the card, I was eligible. I
Right.
didn't accept it for about 3 days. I accepted it through the email. And when I accepted it through the email, I don't know if it was lost in the ether that I was approved for the actual sign-up bonus. I don't know. It doesn't really matter.
Right.
There was no indication that I wasn't approved for the actual sign-up bonus that is on it right now. It didn't outright tell me. When I applied for it, it didn't say, oh, you've been approved, but you didn't get the welcome bonus. It didn't tell me none of that. It actually said that I was approved for the,
Right.
it brought up the, oh, you've been approved. Here's your welcome bonus thing.
Yeah.
So I told them that, and they've opened a case, and I did that this past week, and they said in about 2 weeks I should know. So I guess we'll see. I don't know for sure. Hopefully it goes my way because I mean everything's right there.
Yeah.
It's just ridiculous. It's a ridiculous problem to be having.
It is. It is. Yeah. That does suck.
Yeah.
Because they just, it's funny because whenever the bank decides that they didn't do anything wrong, it's very difficult to convince them otherwise.
Right. Exactly. It really is.
Yeah.
And you just kind of have to roll with it. Doesn't really even matter.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see what background has to say. Funny enough, the company I work at considers premium economy as regular economy. If anyone travels, the company fully reimburses anything that can consider economy, including.
Wow.
It's a good company you work for, honestly.
Yeah.
That's honestly
I got it.
very.
I have an interesting story. So I work in the news business, and so we cover little things every once in a while. So mostly local governments doing local government things, and it's all very Parks and Rec.
Yeah.
And this one guy, he was a local city councilman, got really upset with some other people that they were doing some spending. And so they were like, oh, these people, they're outlandishly spending on airfare. And, they're doing business class seats. And I was like, my ears perked up. I was like, oh, what are these business class seats? And it was the Southwest business fares, which is not business class seats.
No, it's
now
not.
it is a little bit more. It's not. It's a little bit more expensive, but it's like a lot of the times, and they were booking like last minute travel. Like something would come up, they'd have to go, to Atlanta or something, and we have to use Southwest. And if it's last minute, sometimes the only fare that were available were the business class seats. And it's like I was trying to explain this to the reporter, and he was like, "No, this is a cool story." Like I got this, like, "No, you don't. This is not a story."
Yeah, buddy, you don't understand it, dog.
Yeah,
exactly. This is what this is. This is just wrong.
But yeah, like the headline, like, oh, they're buying business class seats. Like it paints a picture.
It grabs eyes for sure. It's like, oh, look at your government officials. They're wasting your money.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to know.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Coulter's goes, I find premium economy less catastrophic than business.
Claustrophobic.
Oh, did I say catastrophic?
Yeah.
Sorry, I can't.
It can be catastrophic, I will say.
I can't read tonight.
Yeah.
Less claustrophobic than business. The lie flat bed can also be weird and turbulent since your entire body is shaking. That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I guess if you still want to feel like, I don't know, the lie flat seats, if there's some like emergency level turbulence, I feel like you would just, hit the roof.
Yeah. I made the mistake of booking that Manchester flight in British or Virgin Air Atlantic. It was the reverse herringbone thing, the older product. And those seats are so narrow, right? And I'm pretty broad in itself. So when I actually did, and the thing that's bad about those seats is they don't recline. You have to fold the seat down and then lay on the top part of the seat. And it's not really cushioned. And so there's that. And then it's narrow. So I had to sleep on my side on just basically cardboard. Now they give you a mat, but it's it's nothing.
Like a thin yoga mat to lay across it.
Yeah. And it's like, okay, this is not happening. And fortunately for me, it was a daytime flight. And so, we weren't on it we didn't really sleep. But I was like, yeah, this is ridiculous. So yeah, I would have much preferred a premium economy seat to that particular product. But the food was amazing. Virgin Atlantic upper class food is insane.
Awesome, dude. It just gives me more to look forward to, honestly. Yeah. Background balloon fell. Any trips that happen always end with depends on whether my PTO gets approved. Yep. Yeah, seriously. Luckily, honestly, with the headspace that I'm in right now, I'm willing to take unpaid days off to go travel.
There you go.
Because
all right,
I'm trying to do as much travel right now while I'm young and can move still.
There you go. Love it.
Because philosophy that I kind of have in my mind, and this is just me, is it's great to work. It's great to work your butt off when you're young, break your body down over time, and then go travel when you're decrepit and 70. That'd be that's awesome. So my headspace right now is travel as much as I can while I'm young, able-bodied, and can really take advantage of all the world has to offer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I totally get that. If I was in if I knew a lot of different things about like travel and stuff when I was younger, like what I've enjoyed doing, the hostel thing and like backpacking, all that sort of thing. Yeah, that would have been cool. But I will say it gets really nice when you have a little bit of money,
Yeah. Absolutely. No, I totally get that though. And that's the struggle with it, isn't it? That's the sort of, back and forth in my head about it is, I get to experience this, but then I come back and it's a money stress. But pros and cons of everything, and
That's
that
right.
sort of weighs on me. If I totally didn't care, I'd be traveling all the time. It wouldn't really matter.
That's right.
How many things I have going on in a month or not. But it still does weigh on me a little bit, so I am sort of still cautious about it.
Yeah.
Calder's goes Iceland Air is 6 since you can do free stopovers in Iceland.
Yeah.
I've actually seen and heard that Iceland is very nice. It's very
John loved it. He did a couple of videos about it, but he did one where he was talking, I think it was like there was a hot dog truck or something that he said was really, really good or something. I was like, man, I want to go to Iceland and try that hot dog truck.
I know, right? Good Lord. Yeah, awesome. There we go. I'm trying to think of what else that I have possibly.
Oh, I got something fun.
Oh, but, yeah, you do. Go for it.
Right.
No, you got it.
All right. So, Spencer, if you're still here, probably not. I got this card. So
what is that?
So this is the Avon card. This is not the one that you have to get a loan on your house for. This is the one that's 3% back. But the thing that kind of sucks about it, and I just basically got it because I heard Spencer was talking about it, and I was like, might as well try it. It's an interesting card. It's got like it's kind of metal. It's black, everything that's got to be a black card now, and it's got 3% cash back on everything. I think there's a limit. I think it's the first $10,000 that you spend.
Right.
But the thing that kind of sucks about it is you have to sign up in order to get the 3%. You have to sign up for auto pay, but you can't sign up to auto pay the statement balance. You have to sign up to auto pay the minimum payment in order to unlock the 3%. So basically, like, it's a weird thing that like can cause people to have to pay a lot of interest, but they get the 3% off of $10,000 in spend.
Dude.
So it's kind of a dumb card. Yeah.
Is that pretty much all there is to that card? Because I have no idea anything about
pretty
it.
Much, yeah. No annual fee, which is great. It's Coastal Community Bank too, so it's the same bank behind the Robinhood Gold card, which they actually gave me the same credit limit. $10,000 on the Robinhood Gold card and the Avon card. But the app is not nearly as good.
Oh, really? The Coastal Community Bank?
The Avon app.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see. All right. That's interesting. There's so many weird niche cards.
Yeah.
That like I've never heard of. I think me and you were messaging back and forth about cards that, and then I think you made a video on it about cards that could earn rewards on car payments.
Yes, that one already died.
It did? I didn't even know. See, I mean, you just never hear about them in any sense. I didn't even know that it already died. Did it? Do you know anything about the details of it?
It was the same company that did the Mesa card. They just switched. They just pivoted immediately to Fasten, which is the card, and then it just like it died. They're just like, we don't know how to do this.
We don't know how to do this. We've totally screwed ourselves. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Honestly, in the Mesa card too, like it died a spectacular death, but damn it, if I didn't get like $20,000 of value out of it, like it's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, at least you got out pretty well with it before it actually did die on the side of the road.
Like, I'm still enjoying my free Costco membership.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome, dude. That's so cool.
Yeah.
It's a dark, it's not a dark rabbit hole, but it is definitely a rabbit hole. Just like
Oh yeah.
searching credit cards and just scrolling and
Hmm.
seeing what exists.
Yeah,
I've done it like twice.
we were buying baby clothes at Carter's earlier today, and they were just like, "Do you want to sign up for the Carter's gift credit card?" And I was like, "I've got to look into this."
Carter's. I mean,
It's
there's
baby clothes.
no, yeah, Carter's. It's just like, wow, you guys have a credit card.
I
That's
know.
crazy. I
Yeah,
think
you
I
know the dumbest co-branded store card that I ever wanted to get was the Brooks Brothers credit card.
what's Brooks Brothers? Sorry for my lack of knowledge.
All right, so Brooks Brothers is a clothing line. They were really popular because they did the suits for The Great Gatsby, and so that was
Okay.
kind of a big deal. And so basically, like I order stuff because every quarter they do like huge like end of season sales, and I can get some really good deals. Like I actually got a cashmere sweater that originally retailed for I think $900. I paid $60 for it. It's the nicest sweater I own. I probably will never wash it because you're not supposed to wash them.
Right. Okay.
But yeah, like so, like little stuff like that, right? And I do enough of it, and that it's like I actually like I'm a part of the membership thing. But if I
Mhm.
had the Brooks Brothers credit card, I would get free shipping, free overnight shipping on everything, free
Mhm.
overnight return shipping if I needed to return something. And then I think it's like you get like an extra 5% back on every purchase or something like that. And I was like, yeah, let's that might actually be worth doing.
Yeah. Background goes the American way of having a concerned credit card for literally every company in
Oh
existence.
yeah.
Yeah, I
Oh
know.
yeah, co-branded. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. My brain today.
Yeah. I think that
Um,
was his. But yeah.
I'm trying to think of the weirdest one that I've seen. Um, it was a Synchrony one. Synchrony's freaking strange. It was just
Yeah.
this niche. Hold on, let me pull it up.
The
Synchrony
Barnes and Noble card is weird too.
Barnes and Noble card is weird. I
Yeah.
saw that. Career Synchrony financing explore credit cards.
Well, what's the it's not the Care Credit one, but it's like for like automotive stuff.
There is it there. Oh, there's a Summit Racing
Oh,
credit
okay,
card
yeah.
for Synchrony. Hold on, I'm going to share. This is the first screen share I'm going to do. Hold on, see how
Nice.
this goes. Synchrony share. There we go. Can you see it? Can you see it?
No, you gotta add to stage.
Um, there we go.
There it is.
Okay, so we're going to scroll through here because Synchrony has, honestly, to me, some of the weirdest
They do.
cards.
They will
All right,
sign literally anybody.
so yeah, they have the Venmo. They have the
Yep.
Venmo credit card. They also have the Napa Auto Parts credit card,
Hmm.
HSN credit card, Verizon. They have the Harbor Freight card.
Oh,
When
there
I
you
was
go.
more naive, I almost got the Harbor Freight credit card because I buy tools from there all the time.
Yeah.
When I was more naive of credit cards, I almost did do it. But we have the Verizon Visa, Pet Boys too. So that's two auto
Yeah.
shops that we've now seen. Guitar
Oh,
Center.
that
That's
Premier World MasterCard is so terrible.
oh, it is. Do you have
Yeah.
a story about it?
Well, they want me to have it. Like they literally send me like a flyer for those like every other week, and
Interesting.
so yeah,
How weird.
it's rough. It's like I think it's a
What are
1%
the
cash back.
details? Oh, Synchrony, 2% cash back.
Oh, is it 2% now? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh, there's a 1 and a 2, and then there's one
Oh,
that has
okay.
nothing.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
That's so strange.
Yeah.
And go back. Guitar Center. That's pretty interesting.
Hmm.
Cathay
The Cathay one, I would definitely get in a heartbeat if I was looking to book another Cathay flight.
is it's only 38,000 Cathay.
It's only 38,000 points, so it's not
Yeah.
like that good. But like if I was
Mhm.
trying to save, maybe my Amex points or something, then
Right.
that would be cool.
There's a little what is it like supplement card. We have sewing and more.
Yeah,
That's
that's
so
insane.
interesting.
Yeah.
Synchrony Home. I have no idea anything about that. DX Engineering. Never heard of them. Belk. We have a Belk card.
Yep.
a Pandora. We pretty much have the Walmart One Pay card.
Yeah,
Pretty sure you have that in your arsenal somewhere, correct?
I do. Yeah, I
Yeah.
actually have a lot of synchrony cards.
You're like, now that I think about it.
Yeah.
PayPal. Yeah. So pretty much what I'm seeing is the Fleet and Farm one. That's also pretty interesting.
Oh yeah.
What I'm seeing is that they have a lot of cards that, you go to the store, right, and you get a card, and it's pretty much just if you're buying a lot of stuff at one time and you can't pay for it all at once. Hey, get
Hmm.
this credit card. You'll get an intro
Yep.
like 12 months 0 APY,
Yeah.
and you can
Deferred
just pay it.
interest. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So it pretty much just seems like they carry every store that wants a card like that. They'll just be like, yeah,
Yeah.
sure, you can put it on our network.
Yep.
We don't care.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think this is about maybe start wrapping up here in the next 5 minutes
Yeah.
or so, if that's cool with
Absolutely.
you.
Yeah.
Awesome. Let's go
Totally.
ahead and hit chat real quick.
Oh, Calder's got a good
Co-branded, not concerned,
Yeah.
but technically not wrong. Yeah,
Yeah. That's
true.
right.
That's true. Calder's goes Bass Pro Shop credit
Yeah.
card is wild.
That's
yeah,
a Capital
that is.
One, I think, right?
It is a Capital One card. Yeah.
Yeah.
Goes. I have the Google Store card. Not really a
Cool.
card. I don't even know.
I think it kind of works like the Apple Card, but like
Oh,
just
you
for
like-
Google Store purchases.
Yeah, I see. Walgreens MasterCard's a monster. Was the last one on your page?
Yep.
Is it? Is it? Do you have
Walgreens
any?
is Synchrony, yeah.
Is it a monster? Yeah, it is a MasterCard.
It's pretty good. It's I forgot what the exact earnings were, but it does earn really well, especially if you are getting prescriptions from Walgreens, like buying actual stuff from Walgreens. Like it's not bad.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
Background colors. There's a Hilton Grand Vacation booth at Bass Pro Shop. I dropped by and they were working hard. Didn't even guarantee any point of actual sign. Jesus.
Oh yeah.
Wow, that's fairly disappointing.
That's probably part of the Blue Green acquisition, because I actually used to very briefly dated someone who used to work at a Bass Pro Shops, and there was always somebody from Blue Green at Bass Pro Shops, like trying to get people to sign up for timeshares. And now that Hilton Grand Vacations bought out Blue Green, then I guess that's what that is now.
Right. All right. Well, if anyone has any last minute questions, you can go ahead and put those in the chat. See if we can get those answered.
Yeah.
Should do a credit card meetup. Bass Pro Pyramid. Is that in Las Vegas?
It's somewhere in Texas. I forgot exactly where.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking.
But who was it? It was Ryan Trahan. He did a video about it. Apparently, it looks really depressing, actually.
Really?
Yeah, because it's not. So the pyramid, it's not like the Grand Floridian or something where it's like there's rooms all the way up. The rooms are like on the second level of it, and so it's like it's just kind of like okay, it's there. Like it'd be cool, but it's not quite the tourist attraction I think they were going for.
I see. Yeah, that sounds miserable. Honestly, sounds drab.
Yeah.
Awesome. Sweet. Well, did you have any other final points that you wanted to bring up or anything like that?
No, that was pretty much all I had prepared for today.
I see. Yeah. I pretty much ran out of stuff after I talked about the Obsidian and then the Virgin thing. Hey, speaking of that, FWIW, person was kind of...
Background
what do you mean?
Be like, I'll sign up, but I need your number.
Yeah, exactly. Wait, okay, yeah, I get it now. Yeah. I mean, I'll help you if you help me. And we can help each other.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys, everyone that's still here. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you to Philip for coming on. It was sort of last minute invitation extended to him, so I'm glad that he could take some time out of his day.
Thanks so much for inviting me. This was awesome.
Of course. Awesome. So I don't actually have anything. I'm trying to figure out what I need to script next, sort of in the middle of that. I guess process. But yeah.
Are you getting any city cards recently?
Do you have anything that you're sort of thinking about putting out there? Anything that you're working on?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do just like talk about whether or not I should keep using the gold card, just because
Right.
I still have it, and the annual fee is gonna hit next month, I think. So I got to figure out if I'm actually gonna keep it, which I might honestly like the credits. They're not bad,
Right. Yeah, I get that.
but
Awesome.
yeah. So I
Awesome.
might be doing something about that.
Great. Awesome. I'll be sure to watch it. Even
Thank you.
honestly, it's interesting hearing about cards that I don't have because then I have the ability to hear what it's like. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? Because
exactly.
I
Yeah,
I don't know if the gold card will ever work for me because I don't ever find myself shopping at places that are smaller like Kroger or if
right.
you're from Florida,
Yeah.
Winn-Dixie. There you go. I'm sure you like those kind of places. I'm
Hmm.
usually always at Walmart, sometimes Aldi, so that might work, but never enough to actually make a big difference, or
Right.
Costco. So
Yeah.
it just doesn't make sense for me. So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, and it's definitely like, and that's okay, right? Having a card that doesn't work for you, like it doesn't, it just move on to a card that does.
yeah. I think that's one of the things that's not talked about a whole lot is the pressure to feel like you should
Right.
benefit from a certain card when it's not going to work for you. I
Hmm.
think that's what a lot of people. It's probably the most affected with Amex cards because so many
Yeah,
people out there have it work for them. It's like God, should it be working for me too? You
and it's
almost feel
probably
not
not
left
even
out,
working for
but
them either. They're just like, I get clear,
exactly,
so it's cool.
exactly. Or I get my one pair of shorts every
Right.
quarter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This is
it is
actually
what
a
it is.
Lululemon hoodie too. So
Oh, it is. I bet it's
yeah.
nice though. I bet
Oh,
it's
it's
nice.
nice. It's merino wool actually, and
Huh.
so it's like it's really good, like moisture wicking, and like it keeps warm. This is actually
Hmm.
what I used when we were in the hospital. So we had to stay for 5 nights, and this was my blanket basically. So
Right. Yeah. Good deal. All right,
yeah,
guys. Well, thank you guys for watching. Be sure to look out for any future content from either one of us. Be sure to tune in for that. And make sure you guys are here for Philip's stream tomorrow. I will be there for sure. And make
awesome.
sure you
Thank
guys
you.
are as well. So thank you for Philip for coming on and everyone for being here. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Bye, everybody.